Imagine your friend coming to visit and your dog running up to your friend, jumping on your friend, fraternizing with your friend without permission, and just causing havoc and mayhem all around the house. Now, this is unacceptable behavior. I don't like it, you don't like it. So what are we going to do about it? Today, we're going to teach the dog place. Just imagine being able to teach your dog to leave things alone. Imagine being able to teach your dog to wait in a specific location, to stay in one place, patiently awaiting further instruction. Place is one of the most relevant commands, behaviors that your dog needs to have in their repertoire of behaviors and commands. And it's so easy to do, but yet a lot of people are just not doing it. Honestly, it frustrates me, and I don't easily get frustrated. But the frustration is how we're going to get the dog to understand the behavior. Watch this. I don't mean to bother you, but I was wondering if you would help me teach them how to do place. Well, yes, the problem is a lot of people don't understand. I know you don't want to, but it's absolutely important. It's one of the most critical things that we need to teach them, because we don't want the dogs jumping on people. We don't want the dogs barking at people, right? We want to be able to send them to the place. So please tell me that you will do it. Okay, let's begin. Good dog. The very first thing you want to decide is, where is place going to be? Is it the kennel? Is it going to be a bed? Is it going to be a mat, corner of the carpet somewhere in your house? Whatever it is, you have to decide that before you begin, because you want to make sure that you're taking the dog to the same exact location and you're rewarding them at that location. So it's very important to decide those things before you begin. So now you take the kennel. Okay. Sit. So now you take the leash, connect it to the dog. Once you have the leash connected, you want to decide, do you want to use the bell as a cue to tell the dog to go there, or do you simply want to use the word place? In this case, we're going to use the word place, but I want you to know that you can use the doorbell, you can use anything at all. So I've decided my place is going to be right here. Initially, you're not using verbal cues because your dog doesn't understand what place is. So at this point, you're just teaching them the action, you're teaching them the movement. So you would say, you would lure the dog to the specific area, right? You put him in a sit, and then you get him to go down, and then you reward them. And then try to get up, and make sure they don't get up with you. If they get up with you, right back into a down position, let them hold it, then you reward them. So the flip side of this is that you should have a release word as well, right? Okay, so now that tells the dog that they're free to move out of that location, to move out of their place. Hold. Take a step back, and as long as the dog doesn't stand up, go back in, reward, good. Take 2 steps back, and just make sure that you're inching slowly. You don't want to overwhelm the dog with too much information. You just want to start small. Let the dog understand that when you're getting up, you don't want them to get up as well. As long as they're keeping the position, then you're rewarding them. See, when that happens, no, put them back in the position. You don't have to reward them because they basically just broke protocol last time. So now you're putting them, no, back in the position, good. And you leave them there, right? You start walking back, make sure that the dog's calm, comfortable, and as long as they're maintaining the position. So watch this, when I get up, when I leave here, she's gonna try to get up. No. Go back, reinforce it. Good. Walk away. See, when she gets up, put her back down. So this is where the frustration comes in. No. The dog doesn't get a reward until they've maintained the position. Good. No. Good. Okay. Release her. So now when the dog understands the action, you can start pairing it with the word. Place. Good. Okay. Place. Good. See how she's excited now to go to place. Place. Good. See, now she's anticipating that reward and the release that comes as well. Okay. Place. Good. Gotta love puppies. I'm gonna keep her in that position. No. More than anything, your dog needs to understand that this is not a suggestion. When you're saying place, you mean it. And it's very important for you to make sure that when the dog disobeys you, you put the dog back in the position. You don't ever want to give them a chance to fail. You don't want to give them a chance to disobey you. So you don't ever want to release them until you've said okay. That's why it's important for you to have a release word. Okay? Good. Place. Good. Okay? Good. Place. Good. Okay? Capri, place. Good. Okay? And you just need to repeat this over and over and over and over again until the dog gets it. Once the dog gets it, you're good to go. Place. Good. So now you can start moving that thing around, whatever that thing is, if it's the dog's bed, if it's the kennel. You want to move it around so that the dog understands that it doesn't matter where it is, that place means run to this thing, run to this place and relax. No. See, she stood up. So I'm going to put her back in the position, tell her that that was not a suggestion. She just needs to be calm. So now at this point, I'm rewarding for calmness. She's frantic. She's looking around. She's too worked up. I don't want that. I want her to remain calm and patient. Good. This is why frustration is necessary in this case, because the dog is going to want to keep disobeying you. They're going to want to keep getting up, right? Because there's excitement around. And so you have to constantly make sure that you're rewarding them for good behavior and you're preventing bad behaviors. No. See, when she does something that I don't like, I usually just do this. I put my thumb on her tongue and I say, no. Let's see if she tries to do it again. When the dog understands this part of the process, you can start pairing the ringing bell to this. So now every time you ring the bell, immediately you bring the dog to the place, you say place, right? Put the dog in the position, then you reward the dog. So now the bell starts predicting this action, which predicts this reward. And so that mixed in with everything else, with the release, the okay, now brings the whole thing full circle. And so you have a whole command, you have a whole list of actions and expectations, and every time they will be met because there's a reward, so it will teach the dog quicker. So when the dog learns it, then you no longer have to use the reward. The reward then becomes the release. Good. Thanks for watching. Now you go put that to practice, and I'll see you in the next video. Center. Good. Left heel. Good girl. Right heel. Good girl. Center. Good. Break.